Welcome everyone back to Mexico City. This isn't our first race here. We did do a race last night and just kind of drove around and checked out the track, so we won't do any of that here. But this is the first race in the new Mustang GT4, and it's actually my first GT4. I feel like we're sitting kind of low. The window on the left is really high, but then I look at like the center console and it seems kind of normal. I don't know. It's actually my only GT4 car. And actually they just redid GT4. Not that I know too much of a difference, but in case you're wondering, they increased the horsepower and limited a little bit of their aero stuff, just to kind of separate them from the GT3s, which are much more aero dependent. No idea where my brake markers are in this car. I'll kind of probably use the same ones I use in the Ferrari, which we didn't do great there, but it's a start. I like the sound. Sounds good. I figured it would feel somewhere like almost like a more powerful GR86. I think that's like the next real kind of Group 4. GT4 is probably the next step up from that. I think that's pretty much what it feels like. Feels like a road car. Feels like a souped up road car. Not like a GT3, which I think was what the point of the update was. Make them feel more like souped up road cars than purpose-built race cars. I think they achieved that. I was braking about the 5 in the Ferrari. Seems to be about the same. Okay, brakes don't really lock up. You can get on the brakes pretty hard on this thing, it feels like. Hard time seeing the apexes out the hood. Whoa! Oh man, that came out. All right. Jeez. That was kind of a surprise out of nowhere. I might need to dial in my force feedback or something a little bit. I had the same issue last night in that Ferrari where there was just no indication that the back end was coming around until it went around. Like, I didn't feel anything. Have to work on that. Like, that felt all perfectly normal and controlled until all of a sudden it wasn't. And I'm sure some of it is just getting to know the car, but it should give me something. I know it's a Mustang, and they like to break loose. That's kind of their gimmick. Where was it that it got around? It's kind of a weird spot too. It's not really like a low speed accelerate out section. Tight here. It was right here. I just had to let off a little bit more. Or no, it was through here, wasn't it? It was right here. I guess got on it too quick. Cannot see the apexes out of this thing. I do not like how high, and I can tell by the top of the steering wheel that that's about normal in other cars. So it's almost like either just the bodywork sits so high. I mean, I can raise myself up here in a second. But it's rare that with other cars I ever need to really adjust that kind of stuff. Usually they're pretty okay. Sun's coming out. That's good. It was really overcast in the other race. I didn't really get you didn't get a good look at how well detailed this track is. That's a tough turn. It feels like you're braking. It feels like you're braking too early, and then all of a sudden you're off. I don't anticipate having a really good finish in this. We are not really just wanted to get a feel for the new car. She don't like to get going when she understeers. She's a big old heavy Mustang. This is the hardest. I can't see that apex at all. I just cannot see anything. I have no idea where I'm going. All right, let's try to work on this a little bit. All right, let's test out these new overlays, in-car adjustments. That's not what we want. Driver height. I think that's a little better. I'll go with that. I do like this new weather breakdown. I feel like that's much easier to kind of see than what the other ones were doing. All right, let's try this again. I feel like that's a little bit more to what I'm used to. Hopefully we can see that last apex now. I also don't have a profile for this in my Fanatec Fanalab settings yet, so I'm using, I didn't really know what to use. The only other Mustang I have in there is the Supercars car, which I don't know if that would be really good. feel like they're very different. I'm actually just using the one I have for the GR86. I think that one's pretty good dialed in, so obviously this is more power. Wanted to go again. I think it's that body roll. That switch back there gets that body roll moving, and that's why we spun out earlier. You gotta remember, you're in a road car, essentially. You're not in a GT3 car. Alright, here's the test. See if we can see this a little better. Yep, I can see it a little bit better. With my triples. There we go. That's better. Alright, so here we are. We are in the back of the pack. And, which is fine. I mean, it's honestly, this is our first GT4 race ever. And, in a new car as well. On a new track. It's alright. We're not here to get positions. We're here to shake down this new Mustang. See what we think. I know first off, I will say, again, I don't have a great frame of reference because I haven't done a lot of GT4 races, but I have done GT3. And I know one of the big complaints before the new update was that they didn't feel like road cars. And I would say they definitely do. I can feel body roll as I go through like multiple transition turns and you're going left, right, left. You feel the weight of the car kind of shifting in the grip. And I think that's definitely something that's in road cars that's not in like GT3s. That in this particular car, I can't speak for the other GT4s that were already existed and then got updates, but I can start like this section in particular, from that to this right-hander to another left-hander, and then almost immediately into another kind of switchback. You feel the weight of the car fighting you the entire time. So I think that's good. I think that's kind of what they wanted in Group 4. They feel weighty, which is good. The Mustang itself has a good sound. I wasn't crazy about the seating position, as you saw, but if you skipped ahead to just this part, I did have to do some adjustments with the seating position. But like when you go into heavy braking zones, you can feel the weight of the car and the lack of brakes that you don't have in like a GT3 or something. So. All right, let's see how she does. We're way off pace, but that's okay.
All right, Ryan, stay calm, focus. Go.
Heavy braking here on the first lap. Looks like everybody got through okay.
Car left. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
I do like how different that BMW sounds compared to me.
On your left. Clear left.
Valerio, car number 15, is now in the lead.
The Mustang is burrowed in there.
Left side.
Oh my gosh.
Clear left.
Car in front is car number 3, A license, and their rating is 2.1.
Yeah, we're not going to get involved in all that. We're just here to... I don't want to get involved in any of that. That's all your guys' stuff. Do whatever you want. This part in particular, you really feel that body roll. That Mustang behind me way overshot his braking zone. About took us out. I don't think he's the one that got taken out just a minute ago. He just missed taking us out there going into the stadium section.
P15. The gap to car number 3 ahead is increasing. It's now 2.6.
It's really hard to know how this compares to the other GT4s. I don't know enough about them, and I don't think this is a top enough lobby. I'm sure there's other videos you can watch of like top split guys, get a better idea of the comparison. This is a wide range of safety ratings and iRatings. You're not going to get a good idea, I don't think, of how they stack up. I'm sure they're reasonable. Unless you're like a top guy, it don't matter. Run what you want to run. If you're under 3.5K, run what you're comfortable in. No few tenths difference is going to make a big enough difference based on your comfort level. Woo! All right, well, we hit that, we hit the downshift as we were as the body was rolling, like I said, and a guy behind us did the same thing. So what happened there was that the body was shifting and I downshifted, and that's what spun it around, I think. So keep that in mind. Luckily we didn't hit anything or anyone. It's hard to feel like you're going fast on this track because there are so many tight turns. Like, it's obviously designed for Formula One cars, so they take those turns and keep speed up. But in other cars, all these like multi-staged sections here where you just never really get going. The car gets slowed down a lot. I don't know what I always call them two-stage, but all these like almost chicane style turns where there's two are kind of repetitive. There's like 4 of them on this track. I do like I like those little delay where you miss the first and hit the second. I like those. This section's definitely unique. I like this section. Not great at it, but I do like it. It's like controlling, especially in these big cars where you gotta control the body roll. We're not gonna downshift this time. Stay in third.
The gap to Pfeiffer ahead is increasing. It's now 8.4.
And of course the stadium section. You can now see the apex. I mentioned this in the Ferrari video, but I need a decent amount of laps at a track to really get quick at it, and it's always hard when I jump on
Good lap. That's your quickest
first
today.
time. I usually need to like either follow a ghost of a better car or watch a track guide or something to really know what I'm gunning for. I'm really just kind of going on instinct here. But again, just trying to get a feel for the car. I've fought off the urge to get the GT3 Mustang a few times because I really like it. So when this came out, I thought, well, this would be a good chance to get a GT4 car and give it a shot. Ooh, that fighting that big old Mustang right there. That section's hard for that. You really feel the weight of the car there.
Fastest lap for Diaz, 152.7. Fastest lap for Ian, 152.1.
Oh shoot. Missed my braking marker there.
Track limits.
So we've got a little runoff there. Nice.
Place. It's getting closer. The gap's come down to 12 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to just get quicker here. Short of just knowing what right angles and gearing everybody else is doing. That was better. Tried to push my brake marker out a little bit there. That didn't work. Oh, we're losing it.
He's pitting from position.
I tell you, every time I try to push it,
He'll come out close in front.
the car just does not respond. I'm sure I'm not... Oh, I downshifted again. That was bad. It's definitely a tricky car to drive fast, I'll tell you that much. I don't know if the other GT4s are a little more planted, but it is, it feels very top heavy. Feels like driving a Ford Explorer.
Okay, Ryan. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Stay on it. This isn't over yet. You're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. B15. Your last lap time was at 157.7. That's your quickest lap in this session. The guy ahead is Robert, car number 11. Their rating is 1.2.
I wonder if I should be getting down into first in some of these turns. I'd have to watch a guide. I feel like in iRacing you don't use first gear a lot. Unless it's like hairpin. It's very different for me because in Gran Turismo 7, I was way better in the Group 4 than I was in Group 3. My best races were always the Group 4.
Pitting from P12. I think he'll be
It
close
was
in front of you when he exits.
Group 3s were always so loose and slidey to me that I was just terrible in them. In this game, Group 3s feel more like GT3s feel like Group 3s, and the GT4s feel like road cars. And Gran Turismo 7 if I had to compare them. Hey, I see somebody up there. I think some people have been having some issues.
Alright Ryan, the next car is Curly, car number 7, A license. Their rating is 1.6.
I probably could also work on my force feedback and my brake settings to get a little better dialed in for this car.
The gap behind is now 8.6.
Like this section I feel so slow in. There's no way I'm doing that right.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
I'd be interested in trying this on a track I'm more comfortable in, maybe. I'll keep an eye out this week. I'm sure they will do it at a few other tracks. Like Watkins Glen would be one where I feel really comfortable there. Try this there and see what it's like. But it's always fun to get our money's worth on the new tracks, you know? Especially in week 13 when it doesn't hurt our I rating.
White flag, last lap.
Come on, big boy.
The leader's just done 152.3. New fastest lap for EM, 151.
I invite you to subscribe and watch my other stuff. I swear I'm not always this bad. These it's kind of bad because the new season videos are always some of my higher ranked ones, and I'm terrible at them always. So terrible. Not that I'm great, but I don't think these are a true indicative of my skill in this game. So if you're watching this, I know I'm trash from these. But check out some other stuff, see what you think. I need to take a lot of practice. I don't have that just sit in the seat and go fast in anything skill.
P13. Okay, that's the end. Good finish, mate. Well done. That's the end of the session.
All right, so thoughts. I like the car. Sounds really good. Again, by everything I can tell, it feels like how they want them to feel. It's heavy. Body rolls a lot. You can feel the body moving around. All that kind of stuff. So if that's what you're looking for, and I assume, let me know in the comments if you're someone who races GT4s a lot, if the other cars feel similar to this now, or do they feel much more planted and kind of racing? It's just a Mustang thing. I don't know. But let's go ahead and look at the incidents. One thing I thought that was really cool and new, this little added added bonus. Look at this. You can now do a focus on leader, focus on crashes, most exciting when you're going through your replays, which is kind of interesting. So let's go. Let's see what happens if we go laps, race, go back to the beginning. No, not pace car. Where are we at? Oh no, it's somebody still out there doing laps. Here we go. Now let's try focus on crashes. And we'll see how it does it. Here's everybody barreling down into turn one. We all got through turn one, though, pretty reasonable. There's a... some contact there. Where are those cars that were battling in front of us? I don't think this really works very well. Let me do... It's not really showing incidents, though. There's some contact. Oh. Yeah, so it's like bouncing around from the perspectives. But it's not really getting incidents. So I don't think this works better than just using the next incident, previous incident button. I guess if you were just watching back the race, maybe, but yeah, that was towards the end. So there you have it. All in all, car seems nice. I like it. Seems to achieve the goals of what they were going for. But let me know in the comments what you think about the GT4 Mustang. You're going to be picking it up. Let me know what you think about the track. Go watch my other video from last night if you want to see some more details on the track, and where we zoom out and go way outside the track to check out all the detail they put into Mexico City. The city actually outside the track is pretty crazy, so go check out that video. But other than that, stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll have a video of the new Indy Next car on oval, which is going to be exciting. So check that out. And yeah, just like and subscribe for everything else that's going on. I appreciate you guys. Catch you next time.